All right, y'all. Welcome back to the MikiDz Podcast, brought to you by DJcity, Beat Source. We're back with episode 29. Got the whole squad here. This is actually a part 2.
Yeah, our conversation with Nitrane was so hot, we just had to keep it rolling.
Well, the reality is Nitrane didn't have shit to do after this.
He's like, man, I don't want to get to my gig too early. Can I just stay and keep talking? Like,
I mean, I'm not as busy as y'all, so I'm going to bring y'all to my world.
Yeah, he wanted to chop it up, and then he's like, I got my own topic. So
I
we discussed a little bit of everything.
You so said that, bro.
Always painting me as like the bad guy, huh?
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
A bad guy.
It's not a bad thing. You just got a lot to get off your chest.
You could ask Billie Eilish. All right.
The Revenge of Nitrane.
All right, y'all.
I don't have much to say, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
guys.
enjoy.
Let me put it to you this way. You can't be drinking Hennessy
if you're sponsored by Don Julio,
searching or aspiring to get a tequila deal. Like, you can't be out here posting Hennessy because, you know what I mean? Like, that's an image that brand is going to look at and be like, oh, all you drink is Hennessy. Why are we going to spend our money on you?
You probably shouldn't do Coke out in the open too. If you want to just in case some of y'all were
don't drink Coke or whatever. Yeah, Coke.
No, I'm talking about snorting.
Well, let's dumb it down. Let's dumb it down. Let's dumb it down.
Okay, let me
at the basics.
Let's dumb it down for our basics.
Well, that's interesting because you're talking about sponsoring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about
which is dope because I didn't think we were going to go there.
No,
but DJ should look at it.
The brand. DJs 1000% nowadays should look at sponsorship money, brand money, aligning your brand with another brand that has the same values and has the same direction.
Yeah.
You know, well, like I remember seeing this one Kanye interview. I don't know if y'all saw that bit where he's talking about Lady Gaga being creative director for Polaroid. Like, what the fuck does she know about cameras?
Sure.
Right.
You know, but it's so open now. Like, a DJ can be a creative director for anything. I mean, look at Virgil. He DJs and he has
that's the other way around.
He started.
Okay, but that's the other way. Okay, yeah, that's a terrible example. I don't even know why I went there. Cool shoes, Mickey's wearing them.
I think the issue with DJs is we'll take whatever we can get and attach ourselves to.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but there's minimal stuff being thrown at you.
That's true.
But let's say if I don't drink, if Bel Air wants to say, yo, I want to sponsor you, like, that doesn't really make sense for me.
Exactly.
Because I don't drink.
So you go get a vitamin water sponsorship and you align yourself with that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but does everybody have the discipline to turn down the things that don't align with their brand versus realizing
because they're trying to get that bag.
But it's also a stepping stone. I'm not even going to front.
But is getting a bag a enforcer to your brand, or is it limiting what else you could be doing with something that is aligned with your?
And I think that's trial and error, though.
Yeah, that's more. I mean,
because you're only going to learn from experience.
Okay, so let me run that back real quick. So what I'm saying is, let's say Joe does get offered a Bel Air deal, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I've never sipped champagne ever,
right?
Or he won't be.
You actually like Bel Air.
He could fake the funk, the neighborhood, but in the beverage, he doesn't drink, right? And so if he takes a deal because they're offering a bag, right, he might be limiting himself from something that actually aligns with his brand for longevity reasons. Because by the time Bel Air actually realizes, like, yo, this guy doesn't even drink.
Right.
Like, why are we even doing this?
I mean, that's where you do the right thing. That's when it comes down to your values and your moral and what you actually think about your career. Like, if you think that that's the only sponsorship you can get at that time, it's gonna show. Like, you know, if he doesn't drink and he doesn't believe in himself that he could go get a fucking Smart Water deal, that's on him.
Right. Is the pH level good for Smart Water? I forgot.
Smart Water,
Essentia, I don't know.
Well, now they have the pH alkaline Smart Water. So that's
but cool. You know, it's like it's up to you.
Take our water safe.
It's at the end of the day, it's up to you if you want to. You know, if you believe in yourself enough to go out and go for something that aligns with you for real.
And you know, I think to some degree, most of us are still trying to figure it out as we go. I don't see it anymore, but I remember when DJs, influencers, entrepreneurs, whoever, anybody in the scene, basically, not even anybody with a stupid amount of followers, but they would do these deals where they would post these things for taking pictures or whatever. And if they use your promo code, that will be X amount of points towards your $500 American Express gift card or something like that. I bring that, we don't see it anymore, but I bring that up because that's my example of still trying to figure it out, but it's probably not something you should do, because how many of those posts actually get not even liked? How many of those posts actually work? You know what I mean? Like,
no, of course.
Well, let's be transparent. I mean, we've been offered deals like that in situations where it's like, we'll give you a discount code and it gives them a discount, and then you guys get the other side of that discount and it's like 10%, and then you now brought all this brand awareness, and then you got to move how many fucking items before it actually is worth the money, versus who knows, maybe on the other side of this camera, there's somebody from Rode, right? Who like was ready to give us 10 G's because we've been using their product.
Yeah. Rode podcasts are not the podcast.
Not Rode Podcast.
This thing in front of me.
Shout out to Rode though. Love those guys.
Couldn't even like Rode Podcast, like Rode Podcaster, Rode Podcast.
I mean,
there's confusion.
RODE.
Yeah.
It works in Google.
Whatever.
So anyhow,
Roads.
Enough about those guys.
Where were you? No. Where were you? I'm trying to get to this point.
So what I'm trying to get to is, if we took, let's say, this deal with, I don't know, somebody who's selling fucking hats, right?
Joe's dad hats.
Yes, Joe's dad hats.
Okay.
And they were like, yo, our hats are $30 and we'll give all your listeners 20% off with the MikiDz code. And then you get 20% of every hat that sells. So we're going to get $6 for every hat that sells. Okay. Let's say we sold 100 fucking hats, right? $600, right? But then Rode Podcaster is like, why are these motherfuckers selling hats?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, of course. Like,
it doesn't align with the brand, right? But we were ready to cut them a check because we're happy consumers of their amazing.
I mean, but then again, hats do kind of go with a brand of a DJ. Y'all, all three of y'all got hats on.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is like,
no, fact.
Well, that's just an example.
I hear what you're saying.
So if a manufacturer that sells all black clothes came to us,
exactly.
We could sell something to a couple DJs.
If you wearing all black clothes,
let's go.
Run the chip.
Yo, DJs are really in the all black Sunday service outfit.
Give me an example that you guys have seen that a DJ has done that you personally felt that was bad branding for that particular.
Oh, you want me to call people out?
No, I don't know if you saw this a few years back where McDonald's was like grabbing DJs and
they had a whole battle.
I auditioned for one. It was like 2009.
I'm not even talking about the battle. I'm talking about some other shit that they had, but they had DJs like you saw every DJ. Listen, get your bread. I get it, but they had every DJ posting up the same thing, the same caption, like
I'm loving it.
Whatever it was. I get it. If you eat McDonald's all the time, cool.
Bro, I'm a big guy. That's on brand for me.
He woke up in 2020 with McDonald's.
But what I'm saying is, look at that. What I'm saying is it's okay to say no.
Already wasting money.
Already. That resolution went down.
I didn't set a resolution.
It's not a resolution when you got bread like Miki.
Oh, no, that's I mean, look at his shoes. Oh no, Virgil sent them. My bad.
Yeah. He's got rich friends.
Virgil
look at that wire. You see the wire?
Him?
It's money.
You see him.
2 Chainz got a song called Virgil Discount. It's pretty funny.
Shit. Yo, you know what's funny about? Never mind. No, I won't tell the story.
You're not going to name drop 2 Chainz?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I just said he got a song coming out. Yeah, that's promo for him. I didn't even name drop.
No, I was talking to me.
Oh, did he?
I didn't say it. You said it.
Oh, that's your man. He texted you, huh? That's your man.
Everybody, come on, man. Miki's out.
Oh, that's his man. I forgot. You get 2 Chainz text messages. No. Listen, all I'm saying before I was, rudely interrupted by 2 Chainz texting Miki, it's okay to say no to brands that don't align with your brand.
Yeah, absolutely.
1000%.
I want to know examples though.
It sounds like you know one.
Oh, I don't know one. That's what I'm asking.
All right.
I mean, I just say you can't be
Hennessy.
You can't be Hennessy saying you drink tequila all the time.
No, but I'm saying dumb it down though. Because
dumb it down.
We talking.
This is what I think, dumbing down. So this is, I think, for the DJs that just anywhere, like middle of the country, anywhere, they're trying to get to reach a certain place in their career where they feel they want to do the best bookings in the country.
Let's say their city. Let's say
their city. What are you do? Are you still taking BS gigs?
I mean, I'm in a very unique position where I don't even know what a BS, like I know what a BS gig is in LA for sure.
Yeah.
And, I also know there's the high end gigs like the Greystones and Hydes and all of that. But there's also other venues. Like I don't mind doing The Room, which is a fire, spot, or Station 1640, which is a dope spot.
Yeah.
Like I'll still do those gigs. It's not about, are you going to look bad doing them, or are you trying to get is that going to affect you getting other gigs
and
elsewhere?
And when I talk to you, I don't want you to use them as examples because I don't want you to put them in any weird light.
Oh no, I'm not getting booked by them all the time. They know that.
But I'm just saying because of relationships.
They ain't got the bag.
See, here's the thing. It's not even about the bag. Like you got to understand. In LA, there's a rotation of DJs.
Yeah.
Trying to break that rotation is impossible.
Impossible. Bro. Impossible.
Everyone's got their guys.
Exactly.
Everyone's got their guys, and no disrespect, because I mean, if I had it, like all of them are well credited and are dope in what they do. And yes, there's other DJs that should be breaking that rotation and would do, I don't want to say a greater job, because we all have our off nights, and I'm not saying they have their off nights, but what I'm saying is you can expand that rotation. I'm in a unique position where I'm luckily, thank God, I get to do other things with DJing and travel and do other stuff. But LA is home. As growing up, I'm going to these venues trying to get into these rotations.
Yeah.
One, you got to get your image right to get into these, rotations. Get your brand right. I say all that to say, there's nothing wrong with not doing those venues. Like my relationship with those people that even book those venues goes beyond, like, you don't have to book me for me to be cool with you. Like, like I can have a conversation with you. Like, it's not about business. When I'm going out to these venues, I'm not asking them to book me. I'm going because I fuck with these people.
Yeah,
and
right.
They're
just
cool.
trying to support the night.
Yeah, like it's not even about supporting. It's I fuck with you. Like you're a good person. Yeah. I'm gonna come hang out with you. Let's have a good time. Like I don't need to be in your ear. Like, hey, when can I get a night? Like I don't think I've ever even gone to these places and said, yo, when can I get in? Bad. I love Bad. He deserves to be doing these shits every week. He's insane. Mike Danger, another amazing DJ who's dope, and has a lot of talent that expands beyond those venues.
Yeah.
So there's, and especially in LA, like you shouldn't. I feel like it's dope. That's why I throw my own parties now. Yeah. Sometimes it's like we're tastemakers. Like we're people that have some type of influence, and we have an audience that doesn't want to go to these clubs and pop bottles all the time.
Right.
They want to just come out, have a good time, and go to the bar and get a couple drinks. So
would you say that that's something that a DJ, and for example, if Joe was saying a DJ's doing your general tier 2 spots in the city, and they want to move up to the tier 1 spot.
What can they do?
What are some of the things that they can do as far as with your brand, your image? And I wanted to ask, do you think, like what you said, throwing your own parties could be a part of that?
Throwing your own parties is definitely, there's a plus side to it. I think relationships is very key, and where you throw your parties is key.
Right.
Yeah.
All my events are usually held at venues that a lot of high-end people usually frequent.
On the west side, West Hollywood.
Like at Shore Bar in Santa Monica. Like,
yeah,
H-Wood property.
Yeah, shout out to Milo at H-Wood. You know, that's my dog.
Shout out to H-Wood. They're killing it.
Yeah, like with Tribe, we did it at Harriet's, and you know, but we're bringing the experience of a regular ass party. Well, like, yeah, you can get bottle service if you want to, but you're not gonna want to because everybody's dancing. Like, people are there to dance. You know, like we're providing a time where, you know, you can be an athlete or a rapper or an artist or whatever you are, and you're coming to this venue or you're going to be around people that don't care.
Yep.
Right.
You know, and that's going to rub off on these higher end venues or other promoters that, like, you know, those same people that are at your party in a relaxed environment are the same people that are going over there and popping bottles.
Right.
So they're going to be like, damn, Nitrane's party was crazy. You know, or I'm going into these places and I'm seeing them and they're like, yo, why aren't you DJing? I'm like, I'm just here to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I create my own space so that I can do whatever the hell I want with it. You know?
Right.
And you will probably catch the attention of those. I'm not saying you're doing it for them, but you will probably catch the attention of those level 1 bookers.
Of course.
And they see the sexy, good-looking clientele that you have,
that I'm
and they're going to say, yo, you're on brand with us.
Exactly.
And I think you hit it on the nail when you said location is important because I think some guys will say, I just need a spot. Yeah. No, don't just need a spot. Need a right spot.
You need a right spot.
And wait until that opportunity opens up.
Of course.
And you can get those opportunities by your relationships on, you know, yo, you're my boy. Or you know how I move. Yeah. You got a level 1 spot. Give me an off night.
Exactly.
And let me build that. On the previous episode, I don't know if you heard it, but we broke it down. This what's important for DJs, and it was their relationships being the number 1 thing,
right?
Their brand being number 2,
right?
And skills being number 3.
In that order.
In that order, yeah, that's exactly what we stress. In that order. So
look at Miki.
So
we can say building relationships is definitely something that's going to help your image.
Yeah, of course. And building a relationship is not hard. Sometimes it does get costly. I remember growing up, going to the supper clubs and going to
meeting girls.
Nitrane at Delilah's one time. You know what my bill was that night?
You did good. Yo, I love Delilah, bro.
I know you do.
It's a great spot. Chicken sliders, crazy. No, I'm just kidding. But
crazy.
You know, location is key. Relationships are definitely key, and creating those relationships is not hard. It's just all about having a conversation, and just being a good person. Because if you're coming into creating a relationship with the entitlement that you want to get something out of it, or the thought that you want to get something out of it,
shot from jump.
Like you're already, it's already done. Like you shouldn't even try. Yeah, you're setting yourself up for failure. Exactly.
Not just in the DJ world, sorry to cut you off, but I think the most important thing in a business relationship is never talking business.
Exactly. Never, which is why I said I'm going to these places.
Handles itself.
And I'm not talking business. I'm going to the DJ booth. I'm hanging out with Bad Mikey if I'm going to hide. I'm going to the promoter's table, a Deeb's table, or Shane's table, and I'm going to hang out. Huh?
I'm being a bottle rat.
No, I'm half the time. I'll take one shot with you to
the forest. Come on,
huh?
The forest. Come on,
come on.
I end up buying them fools a drink myself. Y'all want a drink?
Yeah. Don't give me your drink ticket. Here's a drink. Here, take it.
You know what? I don't know if you want to call this a theory or just observation. Maybe a combination of both. But I got this theory / observation on hip hop DJs in Hollywood that dates back to when. I don't know, 2009. Let's call it somewhere around then. You only had a hip hop night when you were about to close and you're about to renovate. You just squeezed the last bit of money out of the club when you're about to renovate. So those guys made the most of it. The nights were always fun.
Yeah.
And then as time went on and as music changed, those same guys, those same DJs and promoters continue to evolve, and they I'm not going to say they cleaned up the brand. I don't think there was anything wrong with it, but it was definitely polished and ready to go. Yeah. So where you got to 2014, here comes Supper Club, right?
Right.
Obviously, prior to Supper Club was Lollipop Mondays, but music's starting to change, and you're seeing these bottles flying out left and right at Supper Club. And now, if in 2020, and you can even say this was a thing 3-4 years ago, but 2020, if you're going to open up a new club in Hollywood, you have to have a hip hop night or hip hop promotion team on one of your strong nights. And that's what I think is so dope about the Orator story and the Bad and the Mikey Danger. They were doing these spots when they were like, when these spots were ready to close down.
Exactly. Yes, what I'm saying.
And that's why I would never try to intervene and try and come up and vulture a gig from one of these guys or come up and be buddy with them. Cause I see what they've been through, what they've done. And I respect it. So I love showing up and hanging out and listening to them.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, y'all been putting in work since day one, like literally day one, 10 years, 20, whatever, 15 years ago.
They're one of my favorite, both Mikey, Bad are definitely a couple of my favorite DJs that I've seen grow into this and have had crazy nights.
Yeah.
Butch as well. I love Butch. Butch is insane.
Butch too. Butch used to do Mai Tais out in Long Beach like late 2000s.
Exactly. I remember seeing that.
Shout out to Chris Cruz and DJ Echo.
Yeah, I remember seeing that whole wave going to...
Good story.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's where I met my girlfriend, Mai Tais.
Oh,
really? It was a Wednesday night. Yeah, Vice was DJing. It was like an anniversary party. Butch was...
she loves Vice.
Butch was... she loves Angela, Vice's wife.
I bet you she does.
Yeah, shout out to Sam. But yeah, the Butch, been doing it for a minute.
I've seen them like that. I get it. There's a rotation and there's only 4 weeks in a month.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me play devil's advocate.
You can
all right, like keep going.
Nah, relax.
Go ahead,
you're probably about to give me some wild shit.
You're the guest on our second episode
also
of the day.
I'll be the guest this time.
Yeah, Mickey, you're the guest.
Switch seats.
I think I'm out of here. Josh, we wrapping this up.
He's been done. He's been
Josh is like,
he's fresh out of Japan. He's
Josh, my dog, man.
He's like, I ran out of film. It's a digital camera.
Battery's dead.
Josh is actually. Are we good over there? Okay.
But go ahead. You were saying you're.
Fuck. What was I saying?
Okay, play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to play devil's advocate because you're bringing up that venues should bring in DJs into their rotation, right?
No.
Or take a chance.
No.
Okay. At some point, you did say that though, but I think you gathered. I think you gathered your thought. So go ahead and finish your thought.
What I'm saying is, in LA,
talk to him.
The club, hip hop club circuit.
Okay.
There's a rotation.
Yes.
Throughout the year.
I know it.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna put this as basic as possible.
Go ahead.
But it would be dope to have different energy at least once a month.
Okay.
And what do you mean by that? Elaborate on that.
Not saying
by different energy.
But you're kind of in that rotation. Let's just, for the sake of arguing it.
Go ahead
once
and deny
a month.
Go ahead and deny.
Unsake the argument. Unsake the argument.
Once a month.
I'm not. What's the rotation?
Huh?
I mean, where?
Like you said, there's 4 weeks in a month, right?
Right.
So we're talking about a spot, right? Once a week.
Yeah.
But what I'm not. What I'm saying is, for example, I'm not Bad. Like I'm putting an example. I'm not doing every week like Bad is.
Yeah, of course.
You know because Bad is the rotation.
Bad is exactly, and that's
Bad
dope.
defines the rotation,
and that's dope.
Yeah,
what I'm
absolutely.
saying is,
like you said, he deserves that shit.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, it would be dope to have not new energy, but just different energy.
Okay.
To where the club benefits. I'm not saying they're boring or they're fucking shit up. I'm saying that you could bring Rell and Joe, Miki to these same venues and try something new out that's going to benefit the DJ, that's going to benefit the venue, the promoters.
Well, when you say benefit, what first thing that comes to mind is how many bottle poppers are you bringing? Because all they care about is the bottom line. When I think of promoters, like if you want to spin at my club,
I don't think so. I don't think that's.
I don't think that's what people that's not how they define your success for the night. Obviously, like when we go over our breakdown of like relationships. What was it? Sorry, the three.
Relationships, brand, and skills.
So, okay. And skills is ultimately the final step. And that typically determines whether you come back or if you stay.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. But
ultimately, out of the three.
I'm saying this to kind of discover a new generation of DJs in LA and give them an opportunity.
And I agree with you.
My driving force behind that statement.
Yeah.
It's like we're reaching a point where there's another generation of coming up that are doing an amazing job, and can even elevate that experience.
And I agree with you. What I'm trying to get from the business side of things, right?
Right.
And it's not even so much venues so much anymore as it is promoters and teams that throw the night.
Mm-hmm.
But in any business venture, and if you treat each night as a business venture, like you are always looking for highest return, lowest risk.
Right.
So from a business decision, no emotion, no reason other than I know this converts into dollars versus taking a chance on someone that's never played the room.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, taking a chance on someone that hasn't played the room. I mean, it's also giving a chance to somebody that is prepared for the room. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm not saying throw somebody in that hasn't done this shit. You know what I mean? I'm saying put somebody in that's been around, knows the room.
Yeah, it's done the research.
And also as a DJ, like, don't go in there, like, yes, keep that energy, but elevate it is what I'm saying. But bring something to the table, because on a business end, you're going to get dollars out of it. It's going to open more doors, more dollars. The venue's going to love you. They're going to make their money. Everybody wins. Bring something to the table when you get that opportunity. And I'm just saying venues have to be open-minded that there is a new generation coming.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Do you think that strikes a concern for the consumers when they say, I've never heard of this guy, Dainjazone, before. I don't know if I'm going to pop in tonight. Like, I want to spend money, but I don't know if this dude's going to give me what I want to hear.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, it depends. Well, like, there's different scenarios.
Well, the venue has to think, what do they have to sell, right? Like, do they need somebody who has to sell, right? Like, we brought up those examples early on in part 1 of this podcast, that if there's like a special situation or an artist or somebody, you're going to want to cater to that artist or celebrity or athlete, right? Because they're going to have their favorite DJ, right?
Yeah.
You have a relationship with athletes. You have your relationship with celebrities. In certain rooms, like, those venues are going to want you in the room because you know that they're going to have a better time with you in there.
Yes.
Right? So that's part of it. But the other side of it is if someone's just taking a chance on you and you're kind of just bringing you and like,
I mean, don't just bring, like, if you're coming into, like,
it has to be the right situation.
It has to be the right, and bring something to the table.
So the DJ has to be disciplined enough to turn down a gig if he doesn't have the right situation.
That's the point that I'm talking about. How does a DJ,
now we're potted.
How does a DJ who's passionate about DJing and looking for certain opportunities in his or her city turn down a gig like that because they feel like they don't have anything to offer outside of just DJing?
I mean, if you're kill that motherfucking room, you're gonna create.
But I'm saying they won't know that until they actually do it. I'm saying how.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But you have to execute, right?
But you're not like. You're not just throwing a nobody, or not a nobody, but like somebody with no skills in there.
Well, obviously. We're not saying
like
skills
everybody has their own. Like you have, if you're doing that room, you're doing it for a reason. Yeah,
pretty much everybody that's going to be doing that.
So
if
you're going in there just DJing, like in the Midwest where you don't have opportunities, where athletes are coming into your, or celebrities are coming into your venue, music speaks. Like, show your talent. Own your craft. Do something that is your own thing, find your niche, your own style, and brand that bitch and create a fucking opportunity for yourself. Brand your talent.
Yeah.
Brand your talent. It's simple as that. I think in theory, that sounds great. And I think there is a small percentage of
bookers that will take that risk because they're just really dope individuals.
Super small.
But I feel like it goes back to my point. Okay, I'll give you a shot at my club. I know how dope you are. I've seen you enough. What are you doing to bring money to the club? Are you bringing any buyers? Are you bringing people through the door? Do you bring people that are going to spend money at the bar? You know, so it's like, it's more than just skills.
Right. Well, that goes with that's what I'm saying. It's like your skills open up a lot more doors as well. Like you can bring 5-10 people to the club. They're going to spend money. They're going to go tell somebody how dope you are and bring their friends the next time. Like it's going to grow. Like continue to build those relationships.
Yeah.
Like it's relationships. It goes back to that.
And that's the thing. So how do you get to that point where you have those athletes, those celebrities where you can bring into the point, right? They don't know who you are prior to that until they probably heard you spin in some club. Correct?
Well, I think the best way I can answer that, and you're a good example of that, Nitrane, is it's never the athlete that you know. It's never the artist that you know. It's the people that are connected to them, whether there's a 3-degree separation or whatever it is. Like you got put onto a Jamie Foxx party because of someone that cut your hair, right? To a barber?
No.
But it was, my point is it wasn't Jamie Foxx. It was someone who knew someone or something like that, right?
Yeah, a mutual friend.
Fox's barber at the time, Jones, shout out Mike Jones.
Who?
Good job. I was already doing parties in the Valley and doing clubs in like Arena, Empire, Joseph's, that whole, like I was bringing people and I was, doing whatever I had to do at that point to get my $50. I was doing parties in the Valley, that was a crowd that was completely opposite from, it was a college crowd, college kids, it's completely different than a Hollywood crowd.
Yeah.
But Mike knew that I could do both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I could adapt to both. So that's why he called me, because he knew that would be a party that was going to require somebody to go above and beyond than just the regular Travis Porter, bring it back.
Right. And that's my point, is the fact that it was based on your relationship with someone that helped get you to that Jamie Foxx situation. So there's no like, we can't tell you an exact way of doing it other than your relationships. For those DJs, your relationships are what's going to help you evolve and grow. If you want to sit in your room all day, or if you want to just show up to the gig, plug in and get the hell out of there and not be a social individual, then you're limiting yourself. I mean, there's nothing to just holding a conversation with someone and learn something. You know what I mean? Like you can be in a conversation, actually be genuinely interested or just connect with someone. It really doesn't take a lot out of you, but so many of us are so selfish. And it's like, nah, I'm good. I'd rather just go home. But you never know what that can lead to. And beyond that, it's just cool to be human with someone.
Right.
In this industry, you're going to enjoy, as you get older, you're going to enjoy being more human with people than anything else, because you're going to start wanting the real connection with people.
Yeah. There's no set way, like, okay, build the relationship, you got the gig. No, building a relationship means having conversations with people. Like you're going to know when that time, when the time is right for you to, or, whatever, gain something from it, like it's organically going to happen. Like you're not going to have to, ask for it. It's just going to happen. Yeah. But you have to be confident that it's not.
And it may not be at the speed that you want it at.
It's definitely not going to be at the speed you want.
You got to just trust the process.
You have to trust the process. Yeah, especially nowadays, there's so many DJs.
Yeah.
You have to trust that process. If you know you have something you can sell, if you know you have the skills, you have to be confident in that, and you're going to be good. You have to trust that. The reason why I don't attach my name to whoever I'm associated with, I don't have a celebrity DJ title. I stay away from all that, because I know I can play in any situation. I can adapt to any room. I don't want to be labeled as just, so-and-so's DJ.
Yeah.
So that's one thing you're going to see is I'm not attaching any different logos besides mine. Like it's so-and-so's official DJ. I want it to be Nitrane.
Yeah.
This is my relationship. This is my skill. This is what I bring to the table. And this is what it is.
My brand.
My brand. Trust that process. I'm 10 years in. I'm not doing the greatest rooms. But I am building the relationships. I'm laying down brick by brick what I want to be in the next 5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm at a unique point where I can either get management or continue to do what we have to do to, get to the venues I want to get to. Like seeing you do all these amazing venues around the world is great. It's like, it shows that it could be done without
an artist or a celebrity title.
Maybe I won't rant on Twitter about it, but I'm just kidding.
Just at me, bro. Just at me.
But I commend you for that because it shows that it could be done. Like Rell's one of my top 2-3 favorite DJs in the world.
I won't say all that, but I appreciate it, brother.
Shut up, because he knows. But like someone like Rell, who has the insane amount of talent in the world, like I know you can put Rell in any room and he's gonna kill it. Yep. It's like being ready for the opportunity, knowing you can adapt to any room, and trusting that is all you really need.
Yeah.
So trust the process.
Yeah.
Relationships is key.
Trust this podcast as long as fuck.
I'm just gonna.
Sorry.
Now it's broken down into two. We got two out of this.
We got 2 part. You did a 2-part.
So you have to post 2 episodes when we come to.
Right? I didn't sign shit.
You gotta market all this shit.
All right.
We'll send you the links. Don't worry, we got you.
I didn't at your door.
I'm gonna
quote a quick tweet that I put out the other day because it's right on.
Okay, get yours.
Brand with I'm on Twitter.
My brand.
Get your shit off.
As necessary. Thank you. Get my drop. That's right.
I ain't getting no drop.
As necessary as it is to be locked in and sharpening your tools and knowledge, is equally important to be out and about. Half the time, and that's modestly, you'll be given an opportunity because of the hand you shook or someone saw your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
1000%.
And
I'm not saying go ask for a gig right then and there, but go say what up. Whether it's you show up for 5 minutes, you don't have to go out there and get drunk with them.
Well, let's this is a real example. You got sick at the end of the year. And you weren't able to do this gig.
Right.
And I'm going to go ahead and say that the only reason, I'll confidently go there, is
it's because of me.
Not only because of your recommendation
the Valley.
Constantly,
Valley Connect.
but I did hit up, shout out to Darren again, that I was coming with you, to join you at your event. And I was probably fresh on his mind from even just saying that I was going to come hang out.
Yeah, for sure.
And I genuinely was just going to hang out because you forcefully told me I had no other choice.
He was driving to Riverside to hang out with you.
Man, that's
no. I was in the whip. I was going to be in the whip.
He was going to come.
Hypothetically.
Pause.
Well, I'm saying you still going to be on the ride. To
I was going to keep awake.
That's still an hour 20
Josh
drive.
was busy.
Physically driving
unavailable.
Yeah, but I'll
sub in for Josh here and there. We're not going to Habibis.
Yeah, Josh is too cool for me, man. He went to Japan. He got a Bape strap on his camera.
He brought you a Bape shirt. Flex that one time.
He brought me a Bape shirt.
Episode 2.
You wearing a Bape shirt?
Yeah, man.
Straight from Japan.
I'm not even going to tell you, but this
shit still got the fold crease on it.
I'm telling you. This shit is fresh.
Plastic.
You see how much I care about you guys?
Man, dripping plastic.
I really came. I brought new 4s out, fresh out the box.
Like the tag is still on.
Tag is still on. This shit straight from Japan.
Is the tag scratching your neck? Is that what's going on back there? You keep itching back there.
I can't return this. I can't return this shit. So, yeah, man.
Oh, damn.
Fuck, what were you saying? You were riding somebody?
But you Miki vultured a gig from you. Miki took a gig from you.
He did. Because I don't think I've ever... Darren, if you're watching this, I hope you book me again.
They were so happy about me being there. It's crazy.
Yeah, way happier than I would probably
DJ
be.
we've had all decade.
Miki is a Nitrane? Shit.
Bro,
We said, damn, this seems like
That's
an upgrade.
a come up. That's a come up for sure. And at the same cheap rate that I get for sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
You did it for the same $200 I would have got, bro.
Tribe who?
That's
Nitrane ain't
crazy.
cheap, bro.
You
That
know?
Dreamville money good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I said
That dream,
boys.
what dream?
Did you
I
say
added-
when they asked you to fill in with Miki, when they asked you to
Dreamville
I
money.
added Dreamville onto my invoice. Just
Miki, when they asked you to fill in, did you say I need the same rate as Nitrane? Whatever
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
And
the same bag.
And he got $150 in free parking.
Yo, you should have finessed 20% of that.
I did get free tacos.
Yeah,
The free
exactly.
tacos.
I don't get free tacos.
That
I
was
don't
in
even
his
get
rider.
a drink. Nah, I'm kidding. I
up,
get
man.
good shit. They have great hospitality over
Yo,
there.
shout out to Pro.
But Darren, I'm sorry. That's the first time I've ever had to cancel on a gig.
Yeah, what a jerk.
But thank you for doing it. But yeah, like that's your
I'm here for
relation.
you.
Huh?
I'm here for you.
You're my backup. Is that what you're saying?
I was just saying in general, I'm here for you, bro.
Nah,
He's your ride or die.
Huh?
He's your ride
No,
or die.
listen. My relationship with Miki goes back to before he even knew me, and you too,
Yeah.
for sure. Like I was an avid watcher of the MikiDz Show and seeing DJs I look up to going on your show
Yeah.
and doing sets, like me copying them at home, trying to get better.
What party crew were you a part of when you were coming up DJing?
I didn't have a party crew.
You
Well,
wore a
who'd you-
badge for sure.
Who did you? What flyer?
Party
you
the
crew?
Kool-Aid?
You talking about like flyer parties?
Yeah,
Kool-Aid
flyer
crew?
party. What party crew? You part of?
Like
I
in
forgot.
high school?
Yeah,
Um,
Cleveland. Come on, what's that? What's out there? What's that?
Cleveland.
Dan, you went to Cleveland?
Yeah, I went to Cleveland.
Shit. That's where Sean went.
No, Sean.
Sean went everywhere. He went to
Sean went to
Marshall.
Cleveland.
No, he didn't
He
go
went
to.
to
Oh, you went to
Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah,
He went to Marshall. He went to LA.
What party crew? I know there was one.
DJ
I,
went to Cleveland.
I remember like the party lines, like 494 what, 494 who or whatever.
I
Like,
wonder if at some point we had crossed paths and we didn't know it because I was doing
You
some.
were a
of those.
little older.
But I was
little.
still doing those parties. I was still doing those parties.
like at that
I see those kids from school.
at that time.
I gotta hold back so many
I think like the cool. Actually, one DJ.
All right, I'll see you in class.
Substitute teacher.
You can't talk to me like that. I'll have your ass in the principal's office tomorrow.
No, when
I ran into Inferno. That's where I met Inferno.
I ran into Inferno at the Puma party.
Yeah, I know. I ran into that nigga too.
I remember I put on a festival called Cali Dance Fest at the sports arena, and we had like gone to Power and like given them money to run ads and shit. I was young. I don't even know what I was doing getting involved with that. But that kind of ruined my relationship with Man for a while. Y'all remembered Man?
Man, yeah.
He had Buzzin' at the time.
MANN.
And then I had booked him because the investor told me like, yo,
King Mans.
I got $1,000 for Man. Like at that time he was getting like 5, 6 because Buzzin' was hot.
Yeah,
but
Buzzin'
he
was
was doing
buzzing.
it for the love, like $1,000. Never got his money. Ruined my relationship with him.
Off brand. That's not how you build your brand.
Bro, this was like 2009. I was like
That was out of your hands.
16, 17. Yeah, it was out of my hands. I didn't spend no money besides going to park at the sports arena.
And DJcity.
But I had brought like
Wasn't even his money.
the jerk movement to that festival. This is like
Right.
when Tooted and Booted was popping.
Was jerk off?
You were the jerk that started it.
But I remember I had booked not booked, but like I think I had collaborated with Inferno to do like a Cali Dance Fest mixtape.
Yeah.
You said I got a #1 with fries.
I remember being cool with him. I still am, of course.
Right.
But I was gonna say something else about that. Ruined my relationship with Man. But I got cool with him. I ran into him in Australia randomly.
Man.
Yeah, he's still getting his money out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. On
Off that one
Australia.
record.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting his bread out there. So I don't know where he's at now, but
All right.
shout out to him.
Train, let the people know what you got coming up. Where can they catch you?
Nigga, why are you trying to kick me out, bro? We doing
Nigga,
3
'cause it's time to
episodes.
go.
No, I'm kidding.
Shit.
Did he just drop the N-word in there? Is he just he talking to you? I think I'm gonna
No, I did it. You definitely didn't. Definitely
was
did
real.
not.
I'm gonna edit
Y'all
it.
niggas do that shit. He don't do that.
He knows me. I've been around him a lot.
I
He
don't
knows
know,
me.
man. I'm gonna run back the
I
edit.
thought the Hispanics got the pass.
No
You don't got
shot.
the pass?
Trust
Bro,
me, I
I
was.
don't give a fuck who says it. I say it.
Right.
I
No,
don't
Rell really
somebody
doesn't
else that
care.
says it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, Train, as I was saying,
Martin Luther King Day is
Except Tom
coming
Brady.
up, bro.
Tom Brady doesn't get the
I
pass.
don't want
Come
no
on,
beef.
man, Tom Brady.
Robert Kraft can though. Robert Kraft was a part of getting Meek out, so he can say
you
Meek
see
whatever he wants.
Oh, Kraft's got the pass
Kraft's got the
forever.
And he goes to little rub and tug spots.
Yes.
You know, so I'm sure he got a hood pass.
He a real one.
Yeah.
What you got coming up that the people could check you out?
Not
What mixes
shit.
you got?
Not
He said
shit.
shit. You got a mix coming out?
You got mixes coming out.
definitely kicking
places
you
you
out.
spinning, cities
sure.
and countries you gonna be in.
It's your man's, bro.
He's got a wife at home. I'm not gonna like. hold
She
the man
knows
back.
me, Jenna. Like we good.
Bro, this is gonna air in a week. You
Nah.
gotta talk to Jenna right now.
What happened?
He's like, why is he kicking me out? Like he's got a wife to get home to.
Yeah, hey, man, he knows what's up.
I'm kidding.
She gonna text this nigga.
I don't
Why are you holding him up for it?
Right.
Right, no, motherfuckers probably ain't even gonna get to this point. You
Yeah,
ain't
they
gonna
will.
get so tired of me.
Okay, we put you on our podcast, and then you go and diss our podcast.
I'm not
saying no
dissing.
one's
I
gonna
said
get to
tired
it.
of me. Did you not hear that?
That was
Jesus.
a sub diss. I heard it.
Yeah.
You got to read
No.
between the lines.
Lightweight.
What do I have coming up?
Crave probably.
Crave.
Oh, wow.
Do a DJ set to Crave.
Arena than Crave?
No, the food spot on Ventura. That's what he's got coming up.
That's what. All right, that's
took
where
it
we
there.
going.
Yeah.
No,
I thought I was better than Crave. Bro.
it's just a pink babe tea. Oh, you want to go to Delilah? Let's go
Let's go to
Delilah.
Delilah's, man.
You coming? That's
kind
the
of
only way
discount
I'm
you
going.
get?
Who's out of
What
here?
kind of
Ask the
discount?
Delilah, bro.
Listen,
Yo, by the way, I don't know if you guys see this, but I remember we ran into the DJ that was at the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, do we want to go there?
all
At
right,
the steakhouse?
Can we go there? No,
All right,
because
real
he was
quick, real
he was
quick.
definitely
Oh,
coming
yeah,
for me.
so-and-so.
He was coming for
So
me.
if again, we're not gonna drop the names. If you guys pay attention to the podcast and you guys have been here, when we did the
The
joint
East versus West
yeah,
podcast.
when we did the joint podcast with Roll Podcast, one of the DJs that was on that podcast that was talking mad shit.
He was talking that
He was
talk
flagrant.
like he was the one.
He was talking mad shit.
I actually found it entertaining. I couldn't take him
Yo,
serious.
I
did
find
too.
it entertaining
I did
too,
too.
for sure.
I couldn't take it because I know his
Sure.
brand.
My
I know
phone
his
was
shit.
blowing up like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
Our phones
How
were,
have you not punched this guy
our lines
already?
was
Yeah.
blowing up.
I got even a little mad because I was
So-
like, where do you even DJ,
Exactly,
bro?
right? So fast forward to, we were celebrating Nitrane's birthday or whatever. And he was like, yo, I'm doing this little thing. Delilah's pull up, whatever.
I didn't
So,
set it up. It was wise.
wifey and I pulled up to go support him and shit or whatever. And sure enough, that motherfucker was DJing.
Mm.
And man.
Yo, when I hear you, look, my
Did
name
you turn
is.
your judgmental switch
Listen,
off?
nah,
Or
we
you
were
had it on.
Yo, I wanted to turn it off. I was like, you know what? Because I've been telling wifey to be doing that. I'm like, yo, you gotta go in here and turn that shit off. Like, I get it.
She had to pull you aside. Look, you're not going to embarrass me with
We're
this
not
shit.
listening to this DJ
Yeah,
right now.
So, you know, I do my best, and I know it's hard. You know,
It's tough.
sometimes pause.
It keeps it real.
That, you know, it's hard that we go into a spot and we listen to a DJ and we're like, oh my God. Because like you say, if we going into it, we just want to enjoy ourselves,
Yeah.
have a good time. And
That's it.
if it's not good, we not enjoying ourselves, and you know,
Right.
we gonna feel some type of way about it. Anyways, we were there, and I don't want to say we weren't enjoying ourselves.
We were enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
For sure. We were
But-
definitely off whatever we was drinking.
Whatever.
How did he do?
Huh?
How did he do?
I'm gonna let Rell tell it because
Listen.
I don't want to give. I mean, I'm just.
We ended up. Listen, I'm gonna say this. We ended up leaving to go to adults only, and adults only was dead. So,
Yeah.
if it's just to
And
give
you were
it that,
having
what
more
you got?
fun over at adults
Probably.
And we had a lot more fun at
there.
adults only.
Shout out to As Is.
Shout out As Is, man.
As Is
Another
was
one of my
fucking
favorite.
amazing.
As
As
Is.
is nice.
He's one of my favorite
Yeah, As
DJs.
Is is a
for sure.
fucking. He's the GOAT right now. But
But nah, he was DJing, and then I've never. It sounded like the needle was like.
he was using CDJs.
That's what I was gonna get to. It's like it's. That's what I was gonna get to. It's like, it just sounded like it sounded like the needle was, you know, doing backflips or something. But listen. If you're gonna do that and talk that talk and say you're in these venues playing, you know,
Yeah.
and doing an amazing job, like, I get it, do it, that's fine. But just that one time, like I said earlier in this pod, or maybe part one, we all have our off nights, and I chalk it up to that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Sure. In all fairness.
In all fairness.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm the greatest, because I definitely am not. But
Far from it.
far from it, for sure. But you know, don't stir the pot, and if you can't cook, if that's a saying, I don't know. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Yo, I was watching. Not to extend this out so long, but I was watching.
Sorry,
5 minutes of funk with
It's not my
Flex.
Yo, yeah.
Oh, you seen those things on YouTube?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So, because today, shout out to Dre Sinatra who FaceTimed me on one of the things we were recording. But you know, shout out to Josh. He said if there was any DJs you could have their hard drive.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was fire. That was a fire tweet.
Yeah, that was a good tweet.
That was a great tweet. And I included
Sprite.
AM Sprite, Riz.
Riz, that's a good one.
And
4 Color Zach.
And 4 Color Zach.
Yeah.
So Riz, I was like, you know what? Like, let me look up if he has anything on YouTube. And he was on 5 Minutes of Funk. And there was this really funny moment for me because he's just blending records. And I think on those, because it's 5 minutes, like dudes go extra hard and like scratch and like go crazy, you know, because they're trying to prove something. So I think they gave Riz like 20 because he was just mixing like samples and cutting shit. He was super clean. And there was one moment where he like goes from a sample to the record that it sampled. And then he played with the pitch control. And then Funk Flex goes, yo, how you do that? He's like, what, blend?
Listen, bro.
I just got lightheaded.
On that note, I want to go watch that right now.
Yeah, I want to go see that shit because I love that. Anyone who shits on Funk Flex, I'm all for it.
What, blend?
He said, what, blend? He's like, no, he's like, how you control the record without touching it? Like, bro. Yo, that moment killed me.
That's gotta be funny.
And shout out to Sprite who gave me the most epic answer of all time. He's like, pull up with a hard drive. I was like, that's the most sexual thing a DJ's ever told me.
Who would you pick, Joe?
On my way. Yeah, let's hear your
Sprite
answer.
definitely be one of them.
Yeah,
same.
Sprite has so many fucking edits.
Yeah,
you know what? This day and age, I'd probably go. I really didn't give it any thought, but I'd probably go with all of Miki's picks, and I would pick Riz because I heard him drop one of the best old school sets I've ever heard in my 100%, life, and I felt like it was in the back room of what was Jet at the time. Now I don't even know what it is now, and I felt like every DJ was there for that. It was some big AM tribute, so a lot of DJs were in town, and every DJ's head was just exploding, and he had a bunch of acapellas that nobody had or heard of. So I'd say that. And Sprite, I've always looked up to him and his programming and his collection.
He's incredible.
Yeah. Like, you know, so
yeah.
I'd probably, without taking up any more time, I'd probably go with all those.
Anybody include Spider?
I think somebody did.
I didn't see it.
I really think Spider's library is crazy. Like,
yeah. Spinbad,
Tendaji Lathan's. Tendaji's library is probably so insane. MoMA's, I'll probably take MoMA's. MoMA has so much like worldly music that I know for a fact a lot of people don't have. My bad, but yeah, that was.
Would you rather be on Spider's podcast? Is that what's going on here?
He has a podcast.
Oh, the transition. That's what he's doing. He's trying to transition.
He has a podcast.
He's trying to get out of here now.
He's building his relationships with us so that he can get to Spider, man.
DJcity beats
I met Spider.
Rell, who would you
relax?
For sure. Yeah, definitely Spinbad. I think Spinbad's stupid.
Yeah.
On like a golden era type shit, probably like Melody.
Oh
yeah. I think
J-Rock.
J-Rock.
Just say Beat Junkie.
Yeah, Beat Junkie. Shit, Newmark.
Yeah.
I want Newmark's record collection.
Bro, he sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
He comes here every now and then, and his wife is actually like related to my like only girl cousin in El Salvador's like husband.
Wow.
Which is a small story.
So you're technically related to Newmark by marriage.
By marriage somewhere, yeah. And but
that's how we got him on the show.
But he was
good
just
job,
saying,
Mike. That's good.
But Newmark was just telling me when he was here before the holidays that he went record shopping in El Salvador.
Oh my god!
Shit!
I haven't been there in like 18 years.
Like, first of all, like there's just I love El Salvador, and I don't want nobody to get offended, especially my family.
Be careful here. Yo, if you say
it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. The blocks are hot in certain areas.
Yeah.
Okay, if you stay within your area, it's cool.
For sure.
But when he showed me the photo of this spot,
it was in the
hood. It didn't really have a door. Like it was kind of like you kind of like move something over to block the way.
For sure.
But like that was like the one record shop, and
I'm trying to get all the Aniceto Molina B-sides.
Okay.
For sure. Like
no accent, and then boom. Spanish?
Yeah, that's his. What you want me to say?
Where's your green card?
You want me to call him Aniceto? Yo, Salvi's be jamming to him.
Yo.
But yeah, no. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
I don't have much coming up.
Except the globalization mix you're going to post?
I'll probably post
you'll
that.
Post that.
And y'all can thank us later. After you listen to it and you love it, you can just say, hey, man, thanks MikiDz Podcast for pushing him to post it.
I'll put it in the little SoundCloud thing.
Yeah.
What do I have coming up?
Is there anything with Bass coming up?
Bass. Where is Bass? Bass is somewhere in Africa.
Well, anywhere you're going to be with him.
Ethiopia.
We don't care what he's doing by himself. We want to know where you're going to be.
Nah, we have Grammy weekend coming up.
You got what weekend? I'm sorry.
Grammy. He's nominated for the whole team.
So is he.
Dope.
Oh, so we all getting Grammy. Okay, get it.
I ain't get shit.
I was just a kid in the valley. I was just a random kid in the valley. What's your acceptance speech like?
I promise you, they win. I am not getting that.
818, we did it.
That's fam.
818, Cleveland.
But hopefully we do something cool. I'm trying to
throw a little party,
do something for them, because going from creating that album that was nominated, like seeing the birth of it to seeing it nominated for a Grammy is huge. So
yeah,
if they win a Grammy, that's a lot of Grammys to pass out.
Yeah, so like 60. No, that's more than 64 Grammys.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it was like 64 or something like that.
You don't have any points on that album?
No shot.
Next one.
That's humble.
That's a team win.
Yeah.
Stop. We're not even doing that. We out. No. That's a team win. I hope we get it. For sure. But we have some heavy competition. I'm sure Cole will get one for sure.
Yeah.
But as far as album of the year, best rap album, I'm not sure what it's nominated for. I hope we get it. That'll be fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Changing my number. No, I'm kidding. Nah. I hope we get it. That Grammy weekend's coming up. I have a few gigs here in LA coming up. A Playhouse date if this coming weeks. Which I love doing Playhouse because it's a challenge.
Yeah, if anyone's in LA when he does Playhouse, I highly recommend you go see that. When we went to go see you, that shit
24th. It's a challenge.
It was dope, man. Like, no, you bodied that shit.
I adapt to it.
You really handled that shit.
It's different from like doing like a Hakkasan to like,
there's a significant gap.
But because I remember I did like we were speaking on making artists comfortable. Cole had a gig at Hakkasan for New Year's last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now
you want to tell us?
And you could paste it, but I DJ'd
stop telling us what to do
right after, which is tough because people were, if you're going, they're going to see him and then they're probably leaving. So like, I knew that I wasn't gonna go in there with the raging shit. Like I had to just keep the room
right,
in place. You know, like that was my job to make sure Cole's good and keep the room in place and keep that energy. So doing Playhouse, it's like, it's a show. You're the DJ.
Yeah.
You have to create that energy.
Yeah.
So that's a challenge that I really enjoy because I get to transform into like the main event.
January 24th, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
January 24th.
Dope.
So yeah.
This should be out. I guess like this will air the week of, I think. This second episode will air the week of 24th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Boom. Look at us, man. Lit lobs.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
We did.
Yeah.